All right, boys. Part 2. Thanks for joining us for the second part. Phone overheating again. Second straight year. What can you do? Like I was saying, NFC South. I got the Carolina Panthers winning the division at 10-7. I got the Saints coming in second, 9-8, and the Saints with Thomas now becoming injury riddled, and Dennis Allen is a terrible head coach who will make this team worse than it looks on paper. All right, Atlanta Falcons 7-10 at third place, and the anchor of this offense will be Kyle Pitts, the tight end, who must rebound after an injury-plagued second season. Now, many are optimistic this year about the Falcons, but I think Robinson was the wrong pick at this time. They were third in rushing last year, and I'm not buying Ritter as a good starting quarterback. The defense is soft as usual. They were on the bottom end in sacks and turnovers. Arthur Smith, however, might be the top coach in the division, so that helps. This division is filled with bad coaches. Fourth place, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 5-12. This appears to be a lost season for Tampa Bay, where a star such as Mike Evans would bring in some good draft capital if they could deal him to a contender. There's a severe lack of balance on offense. There's too many departures from that defensive line. The days of continuity on the offensive line are long gone, and that could spell inconsistency for Baker Mayfield. Speaking of lousy coaches, Todd Bowles is pretty awful. NFC West, I got the San Francisco 49ers at 12-5. If Kyle Shanahan is the special head coach that ownership views him as, this is the year for the Niners to win the NFC. No excuses. The defense is simply one of a kind, especially along that line. And now, it's got former Eagle Hargrove and his 11 sacks from 2022. Siphoning him away from the Eagles is massive. See how that plays out in the postseason. The offense needs a healthy year from Samuel. They need limited injuries from McCaffrey again. I don't know if they can get lucky with that again, with him being healthy the whole time he was there, that half season or whatever it was. And they also need a strong finish from Mr. Irrelevant. All right, second place, I got the Seattle Seahawks at 10-7. According to the ageless Pete Carroll, the sky is the limit for the Seahawks. Seattle will plug in two standout rookies to the defense, Witherspoon and Young, as well as free agent linebacker Bush and free agent defensive end Jones. This will improve a defense that already had success in the most important statistical categories last season. Turnovers, sacks. Can Geno repeat his unexpected breakout season? Well, most of his line returns. Running back Walker could get even better after a 4.6 yards per carry season. And Seattle has the most underrated wide receiver tandem in the NFL. Third place, I got the LA Rams at 8-9. It's time for the young guys to make their impact here. They drafted 14 players, but they lost 20 in free agency as they try to manage their salary cap after that big Stafford trade from a couple of years ago. Surprisingly, running back Cam Akers led the NFL in rushing the last 5 games of the year. So they need for him to carry that over to 2023. Does McVay still have fire? He looked drained last season. Perhaps he's ready to move into commentating. I have a bad gut feeling about the Rams this season in terms of having a bounce-back campaign. Last place, I have the Arizona Cardinals. In fourth, they're going to be 3-14. A season of change with a new head coach and GM. Rio feeling good today, boys. And by cutting Colt McCoy, they just told the world that they're going to be tanking big time this year with all eyes on North Carolina State ace quarterback. So So call it either quit for Caleb or withdraw for Williams. But either way, they're going to be dreadful on purpose. Let's get into January. So the second week of January, roughly, we're going to have some wild card games, boys. Or maybe having a party that night. Hopefully it'll be snowing. Maybe watch Little Omen. It'll be that time of year, right? Omen, 1976, Gregory Peck, Lee Remick bolts. All right, so let's go to the playoffs. AFC wildcard games. We got the 7th seed Miami Dolphins in the playoffs. In a divisional matchup, going up to Beefalo. Shockinator. I have memories of when the Dolphins would play in Buffalo in the playoffs, and it never went well. This is not going to go well either. This is just a bad matchup for Miami. They're going to come in with house money, of course, but Buffalo's going to take this one probably by 10 points or so, and they're going to win in advance. Next, we got the 6th seed Steelers. Another divisional matchup. Steelers taking on Ravens. The Steelers and the Ravens. Those of you Hanson versus Predator fans know what I'm talking about. Steelers and the Ravens. Pittsburgh going to Baltimore. Third matchup of the season. Pittsburgh playing with a little house money, a little cocky. Getting the D rolling. Baltimore wins. So Ravens win in advance. The number 3 seed Ravens. All right, next we got the 5th seed Cincinnati Bengals traveling to Jacksonville, taking on the 4th seed Jaguars. Jaguars will come into this game with a lot of hype. They'll be looking for a postseason win. I think the media is going to be on them. Some people will be picking them. The Bengals are going to come into this game with a little chip on their shoulder, like people are looking past them. And the Bengals are going to take advantage, and they're going to win. And it's going to be a second straight year. Jaguars lose. But still, they got back. But Cincinnati just a little better. They're going to win that game in advance. All right. Next, we got the NFC wildcard games. This is going to be 7th seed Minnesota traveling to 2nd seed San Francisco. A bad matchup for the Vikings. Just bad defense, and it's not going to go well for them. San Francisco wins by probably a touchdown in advances. This probably ends the Kirk Cousins era in Minnesota. So a second straight wild card loss for the Vikings. Next, we have the 6th seed Seattle Sea Puppies going into Lambeau, 3rd seed Packers. Seattle, Green Bay. Memories of early 2000s. I want the ball. We're going to score. Remember that, guys? Matt Hasselbeck in overtime throws an interception to, was it Al Harris, the guy with the dreadlocks, who takes it back on the first play for a touchdown? We want the ball. We're going to score. Yay. Oh, man. Seattle wins. Pete Carroll coming in, strutting, chewing his gum. Knocks out the Packers. But it's going to be good playoff experience for the Packers. It's going to be good. There's no Lambeau mystique. Seattle wins. Geno Smith gets his first win as a starting quarterback in the postseason. And the final game will be 5th seed Dallas Cowboys. Free jackballs. Kari Thaggood. What is up, Kari? 4th seed going to whatever they call it, M&T Bank Stadium in Charlotte, taking on the upstart Carolina Panthers. This is going to be the lack of Captain Panther will hurt the Panthers. The spirit of Captain Panther will certainly be there. Ace. but it'll be Big D getting the W on the road. How about that, Free Jack Balls? Big D gets the win. Carolina Panthers, like the Packers, get a nice playoff experience. Very nice for a rookie season for Bryce Young. Nothing to hang your hat on, nothing to hang your head about. Let's go to the AFC divisional round. We have 5th seed. Hey, looky here. The 5th seed, Cincinnati Bengals, traveling to KC for the 2nd year in a row, this time in the divisional round. Last year was the AFC Championship. Kansas City takes care of business, beats the Bengals, probably a close game. Bengals lose again in Kansas City. Kansas City advances to what, their 6th AFC title game in the last, 6 years? 5 out of 6, I think. Okay. All right, number 1 KC advances. They get to host the AFC title game again. Next we have 3 seed Baltimore at Buffalo, 2 seed. I'm not high on the Bills this year. I'm not. I think their window is closed. Sorry, Shock. However, Baltimore, just not enough defense. Baltimore's defense, the corners don't have a very good game. Not enough pass rush. Buffalo wins and advances to the AFC title game. The Bills getting it done. Rich Stadium. It's pandemonia. And they get the W. All right, that sets up KC versus Buffalo. Mahomes and Allen, 2 of the top-tier elites, baby, going head-to-head. The next week. The next week. All right, let's go to the NFC divisional round games, boys, as we inch closer to the kickoff here this Thursday night. Have you guys ordered your pizzas yet? Have you already got your pizzas? Get those pizzas, boys. I think I just picked mine up earlier. I may have done the beach trip today. I don't know. It's up for grabs. I hope I did. That would be awesome. Great day to do it. As we talk about the beach and then look at the middle of January, thinking about what that's going to be like. NFC divisional round. We got Seattle travel. It's the Birds. Seattle, 6th seed. Into the link, baby. Taking on number 1, Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles 52 is going to be jacked the hell up for this game. I don't care how cold it is in Philadelphia that week. Eagles 52 is going to be watching this in a thong, eating cheese puffs, pounding Natty Light. Man, I want to be there with him for the cheese puffs and Natty Light, not to see the thong. So I might sneak a quick peek. Strutting into Philadelphia again, Petey Carroll. Is he going to do it again? Is he going to get the upset? He does not. Too much on both sides of the ball by the Eagles. Eagles advance to the NFC title game, and they will host as the number 1 seed. Great year for the Seahawks, though. Gino and the boys. Speaking of the boys, maybe the nightcap game on Sunday night, maybe the prime timer. We got Jay Castlevania's San Francisco 49ers, 2 seed, hosting Free Jack Skanks Dallas Cowboys coming in again, the 5th seed. Dallas and San Francisco again, just like last year. Was it the wild card game or was it the divisional round that they played? I forget. I think it was the wild card game. Ugh. Not a memorable game for McCartney and the boys. Dak. San Francisco favored in this game by maybe 4 points, 5 points. Dallas gets the win. Dallas Prescott shuts the naysayers up. He gets his team to the NFC title game, the first Dallas Cowboys title game since January 1996 when they beat Brett Favre's Green Bay Packers in Dallas. It wasn't even close, boys. They advanced to beat the Steelers that year in the Super Bowl. Dallas gets one step closer to the promised land. Jerry Jones going nuts on the plane ride back. Going absolutely nuts. Dallas with the road win. Good Lord, can you believe it? Here we go. Last week of January. There we go, dude. Look at this. Last week of January. This will be posted. It's September the 1st, baby. It's still summertime. Yes. No hit Nelly. His Vikings will be out of this by then. Andy, you watching this? What do you think? Yeah, you watching this? It's smoke. What do you think about this? Colts 3-14. Number 1 overall draft pick, maybe fighting it out with the Cardinals. I'm really not high on the Colts. Let's go to the AFC. Let's go to the AFC Championship game, which would probably be the nightcap on Sunday night, even over Dallas, Philadelphia. Yeah, but we'll just do this one first. This will be going AFC, NFC. Buffalo, the number 2 seed, going to Kansas City with memories of the gag job from 2 years ago in KC. They had that game by the nuts. Special teams coach gagged on his own nuts at the end. Wow, that was horrible for the Bills fans. Soft Angelica. Are your boys going to get revenge this year? Buffalo at Kansas City. Buffalo chokes again. Kansas City wins. They're just too much. They've just been the class of the AFC all year. And they win a second straight. And 4th in 5 years. Good God. They get back to the Super Bowl. 4th in 5 years. AFC titles. Incredible. They advance to Vegas. Now let's go to the NFC Championship game. This, boys, will be the first Dallas-Philadelphia matchup. An NFC East beast. NFC beast. Eagles 52. If you're wearing a thong for the divisional game, you will be buck nude. No. You'll be wearing a thong again for good luck. Send pictures. Going to Philadelphia will be the Dallas Cowboys. Free Jack. Don't fall off the wagon now. All right, hang in there. Here we go. I know you're going to be real excited this week. First matchup of these two teams in an NFC title game since, and I think Free Jack remembers this one, January of 1981, when the Eagles, I believe, upset the Cowboys in Dallas. Were they a wild card that year? I know the Raiders were. That's who they faced the Super Bowl. Jaguarski taking out Danny White, who couldn't ever get over the hump. I think that game was in Philadelphia. Then they lost to Mamba's Raiders in the Super Bowl. Dallas, 5th seed, going to 1 seed. Philadelphia. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Those interior lines for the Eagles, just way too much. Eagles win. Jalen Hurts with a flawless game. And Prescott with a good game, but just not enough. Cowboys, great season, but not enough. They can't advance. The Eagles go to their 2nd straight Super Bowl. We have, for the first time in 30 years, almost 30 years, 29 years, the 1993 and 1994 seasons, Cowboys versus Bills Super Bowls back-to-back. We have back-to-back matchup in the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, Nevada. Super Bowl LV111. 58. This is 58 in Vegas. Are you ready? The Turtles with Gary Puckett in the Union Gap, the headliner for the halftime show. Are you ready for that, Chalk? I am. Bolts, you ready for that? I know you're a Flo and Eddie fan. Who isn't? It ain't me, babe. Vegas. Vegas, baby. Vegas. Here we go. Kansas City and Philadelphia. It's not going to be a very high-scoring game. This game is on what channel this year? This game is on, I don't even know. I forget. Maybe back to CBS. Maybe it's back to CBS this year. Little Tony Romo. It's my hat, boys. Alright, this will be posted after this game ends in February. Are you ready? What's the date? February 11th this year? I think it's February 11th. For the Super Bowl in a leap year, boys. 2024. I believe it's February the 11th. 2/11. Here I am, as I say this as I stand here in Rio. September the 1st, 2023. I'm guaranteeing that the Chiefs will win. The Kansas City Chiefs will win the Super Bowl in February of 2024. Back-to-back titles. They win 28-20. Patrick Mahomes is the MVP for the second straight year. He joins his third MVP. He joins as a starting quarterback. Troy Aikman is the only starting QBs to have exactly 3 wins in the Super Bowl. He'll be 3-1. Kansas City 28, Philadelphia 20. Kansas City wins their second straight Super Bowl. Philadelphia loses their second straight Super Bowl. Those are your predictions. Now, it was difficult to pick like the division winners and some of the wild card teams this year. That was not too easy to pick those. However, picking the Super Bowl was not hard at all. I'm guaranteeing it, boys. I'm guaranteeing it. As you watch this on September the 7th, this was posted on September the 1st. Mr. Met says, your pick all the way wrong. All right, let's see how that goes. If you disagree with the picks, some of the picks, just let me know in the room or let me know in the comment section. And also, feel free to make your own, okay? Make your own picks so you can have something to compare it with. All right? I said that last year and like nobody did it except Abe is the only one who makes picks every year. And then Gideon made partial picks this last night. So, what a day in Rio! I'm glad we got through the second half without a camera overheat. But that's it, boys. All right, let's kick off the 2023 season with a little head dunk here. You ready? Let's do it. All right. Let's do one more. Woo! All right. Made it. You got that pizza ready? Cheesesteak. It's got to be something good tonight, boys. Domino's, Bolts. 1 topping large. Are you ready for the NFL season? Are you ready for marathon trivia, NFL trivia, current QBs trivia, Billboard Hot 100 trivia? Are you ready? Get that hot sauce out for your Mexican food or your pizza, boys. It is a great day here in Rio. Thank you. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this premiere video, part 2. Sorry we couldn't get it in one take this year. It's becoming a tradition to have to do a two-part thing. That's all right. And there's only one way to end this video. Only one way to end this video. Jordo. Jordo. I hear something. Do you hear something? Jordo? Hello? I hear something. It's coming. It's coming. It is. It is. I hear a train coming. I hear a train coming. You don't need no ticket. You just get on board for the 2023 NFL season. Darling, this train, get on board. Yeah, baby. The NFL season is here. Enjoy the party, enjoy the game. I will see you during the season. I will see you in February for the Super Bowl, baby. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thanks for watching, guys. Peter's out.